Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
A lot of people ask me, what was my aha moment? What made me change my perspective? And it's when I saw this. So a black person in the United States during the Jim Crow era faced second-class citizenship, disenfranchisement, barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, and barriers to housing. Then we had the 1964 Civil Rights Act and the 1965 Voting Rights Act, which stated we could no longer do any of this. We could no longer discriminate based on race. So in 2023, what is the only group of people that we can legally discriminate against? We can legally relegate.
And his opponent, accompanied by Ross Mann from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, GMG Big Money.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
Salute. Good morning, guys. It's Sunday morning, guys. How y'all feeling, man? Hope all is well. Hope everybody had a professional weekend, a productive weekend. How y'all doing, guys? Wipe your feet on the like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions, people we like, church-going people, none of that. We cater to the truth, and only the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate that. We do not complicate that. So y'all see, guys, we here today because I need to ask my ladies something. I need to ask my sister something. Salute to all my real women, all my real sisters, all my real ladies, white breads, sisters, all of y'all. Salute to y'all. And I got a question for y'all. Why every time I get into a conversation with a black woman about child support, we end up talking about KKK, and we end up talking about white supremacy, when never in the history of me knowing KKK did a KKK put me or anybody, any of my people, white or black, on child support. I never seen it. I never saw it. But we can never have a logical, you know what I mean? Don't be up in your feelings. None of that emotions. We can't have a logical. Because to be honest with y'all guys, if you want to act, if you really want to be, if you want to know the truth, when you ask, where is the generational wealth? Because we're not talking about the little sprinkles and the little spouts, you know what I mean? That we have, the little pockets of minor successful people we have in our community who's not even in our community. Message, those people, those black folks that get some money, they don't live in our community. They don't contribute to our community. Only thing they do is talk about our community and make money off our community. Message, all right? You know what I mean? But anytime you have this conversation about this generational wealth, because that's where the child support, that's where the wealth is at. The wealth, the generational wealth. Black man building something, you know, black man being able to compete with other races, You know what I mean? That's where it's at. It's in the generational wealth because we got a whole lot of, you know what I mean? Y'all quick to say it's dusties. We got a whole lot of dusties, but nobody want to address the people that gave birth and raised those dusties, help contribute to those boys being dusties. And until we address that, we're going to be chasing our ass. But now, I appreciate the white breads that can break this racism thing down because I never was one to say it doesn't exist. I'm just telling you that if you let it distract you, it was orchestrated and it's created to distract you and leave you stagnant growth. If you let it distract you and you put your all in on it, you're going to be a loser. You're going to lose at life. That's all I'm saying. I know I can't change nobody's mind, and I'm never here to change anybody's mind. You're going to believe what you're going to believe. I know. I remember. I know what we were taught through this media and through these TV shows, these sitcoms. I know what we were taught. You know what I mean? We could call him a honky. Remember Jefferson? Remember watching the Jeffersons? Jeffersons was lit back in the day. The honky. You know what I mean? We could call him a honky. As soon as they call us a nigger, oh, racist. Racism. You know what I mean? But we learned how to be disrespectful. We learned how to be equally as racist. So we got to stop distracting ourselves with this pointing the finger shit and this bullshit. You know what I mean? Evil is evil. This war is a spiritual war, guys. It's a spiritual war. So let's get on into my guy. I like him. He got an Instagram channel. You know what I mean? I have the link posted in my description box. But I like this guy, man. I like this guy. And keep in mind, all he finna do is what Professor and many of our white breads that come to the righteous fair, what y'all do, what y'all put in the chat. You know what I mean? We're talking facts. The facts are the facts, whether you like it or not. Whether I say it, whether white bread say it, whether Love Dorsey say it, facts are the facts. And I respect white breads that break it down for their people. You know what I mean? All he doing is schooling his people. Maybe his people. Maybe it's a few of his people that do not know or want to play dumb. Or, you know what I mean? But take it for what it is, guys. Don't be mad. It's a whole lot of black folks mad at him right now. But let's check this out, guys.
People ask me, what was my aha moment? What made me change my perspective? And it's when I saw this. So a black person in the United States during the Jim Crow era faced second-class citizenship, disenfranchisement, barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, and barriers to housing. Then we had the 1964 Civil Rights Act and the 1965 Voting Rights Act, which stated we could no longer do any of this. We could no longer discriminate based on race. So in 2023, what is the only group of people that we can legally discriminate against? We can legally relegate to second-class citizenship, create barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, barriers to housing. If you answered convicted felon, you are absolutely correct. In 2023, a convicted felon is the only group of people that we can legally do all this to. Now, do you believe it's a coincidence that 1 in 3 black males carry this label as convicted felon as opposed to 1 in 17 white males? If you answered yes to that question, let's take a look at what's happened since the dismantling of the Jim Crow laws. We've had a 700% increase in our prison population. We've gone from 300,000 inmates to as high as 2.3 million. Now, I do believe we're back down to about 1.8 million today. We had the law and order agenda, which was an increase in police spending and a decrease in school funding, which created the school to prison pipeline. We also had the war on drugs, which we now know was a war on people. We had the 1986 Anti-Drug Abuse Act, and we had the 1994 Crime Bill. Now, the 86 Anti-Drug Abuse Act differentiated between rock cocaine and powder cocaine, which we know predominantly impacted the black community. And the 94 Crime Bill created harsher sentences, lengthier sentences, and minimum mandatories. We also know that black people make up 53% of all exonerations, 69% of exonerations for drug crimes, and they're 7 times more likely to be wrongly convicted. So when I seen all of this, I realized that racism in this country never ended. We have a systemic issue.
And we're going to come back to our sister in a minute. We're going to come back to our sister in a minute because a lot of people is upset that that man right there, that our white bread, broke that thing down the way he broke that thing down right there. And I don't see what's wrong with it. The facts are the facts. Facts are the facts, guys. You know what I mean? We only 14% of America, but we contribute to 50% of the goddamn crime and the violence. That's the stat. That's what we should be focused on. We shouldn't be distracted on that divide, the divide and conquer between black and white. We got to first focus on the divide and conquer between black and black. You know what I mean? And that's what brings us here today, guys. That's what brings us here today. So you know it's Sunday, so you know what we do here. I could give you my opinion and how I feel about it all day, but it wouldn't make no sense. Let's see what the words say. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. James 2:9, guys. But if you show partiality, you are committing sin and are convicted by the law as transgressors. So you're not supposed to be over here picking and choosing and being favorites and having that selective outrage, and you know what I mean? That shit ain't supposed to be happening. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be partial, you know what I mean? Impartial. Guys. Ezekiel 18:20. The soul who sins shall die. The soul shall not suffer for the iniquities of the father, nor the father suffer for the iniquities of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon himself. You saw your own choices, your own decisions. At some point, ladies, at some point, y'all gonna have to realize, right? This anger and this animosity that you have for the men of this generation, it is only owed for the previous generation of men. You got to understand, when you say the baby makers, black men are baby makers, the black men that you are dealing with, that you're supposed to be sleeping with and entangling with, they're not having sex. Statistics show they're not having sex. So yeah, your father might have been a part of that generation of weak black men that were baby makers, and you are one of those. But you can't be tallying the generation of here from what the generation of old did with those hurt feelings, because you don't want to come up out your feelings. You don't want to heal. You want to operate on stupid shit. You can't do that. You know what I mean? Well, you can do whatever you want, but and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon himself. Right. So you can do what you feel, but let it be upon you, all upon you. But don't play dumb when you get what you get. Now let's check some comments out, guys, before we talk to that sister. Matter of fact, let's go back to the sister. Let's end that, and then we'll get to some comments over there with our sisters who is so pro-black. They care about the black. They care about black, or they don't. Because am I stupid or not, or what? We see what's going on out here. These women don't be having no care. They don't be talking like they have any care for men. As soon as they hear something, oh, you hate your mother. But we never talk about how they must hate their father, because they sure don't got nothing nice to say about a man. Let's see what this sis got to say about what white girl got to say.
So as you saw and heard him say, you know, that was my aha moment. That's when I realized that I have to change my position and, you know, concede that, yeah, racism is still alive even to this day. Now, the conversation I saw regarding this was, oh, you know, there's black people there, you know, getting excited because it's a white man saying this and we've been saying this and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Sometimes we get caught up on the ridiculous, the silliness of it all. There are some black.
That's a fact, sis. Preach, sis. You preaching so far, because we damn sure do get caught. And I call it, we complicate the common sense. We could complicate the shit out of some common sense. Go ahead, sis.
People who, yeah, they're like, oh my God, they're excited that somebody white is acknowledging that. And then there's some black people like, well, yeah, we already knew that, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. Now, if you're like me, I'm like, yeah, we knew that, but we know that black people are not the ones to stop racism. Like, we can't. It's for white people. So if that white man from TikTok, Danny Collins, wants to get on his whiteboard and outline all of the things that affect black people even to this day, then let him do that, because he needs to educate his people on what is really going on. Because believe it or not, we're going to need some white people, and a lot of them, in fact, to get on board so that we can.
Exactly. Like what the fuck is y'all problem? Like, y'all niggas be bugging to me sometimes, bro. All the time. I'm lying. Not sometimes. All the time. Y'all be bugging the fuck out, bro. Chasing your own spirits and shit, bro. Like, who taught y'all how to be so stupid, yo? I'm glad this lady is speaking on it, yo. I'm glad she's speaking on it. I'm glad she wanted us, the sisters that is pro-black. Because a lot of the sisters, they play this pro-black shit. Like, they care so much about black men. But then they're as soon as we talk about child support, they look over there. And they hit us with and we'll end up talking about the white man. We'll end up talking about this shit. So it's rare that you see a sister that give the white man his due for knowing what it is. Knowing that this shit is created to put us in the field, to put us in the arena, and have us kill each other while the elites, while the powers to be make all of the money, bro. You don't win, I don't win. You know what I mean? The white people don't win, and you don't win. Simple. God damn it.
Get what's due us, and that's reparations. But I sometimes I just shake my head like we.
But now hold on. That reparation shit, y'all already know how I feel about the reparation. Y'all know who got the reparation. The black woman got the reparation. Your mother got the reparation when they made that deal with the president. When they made the deal, that voting rights, that's the reparation. That's your reparation. They put it up front. They gave it to them up front for making the deal. So I don't want to hear y'all talking about no reparations, bro. These women run around here. They know they fumbled the whole reparation bag, did not give you nothing in the best interest of the child, and they did not give you anything. So we're not gonna talk about reparation, bro. Don't sit there with these women and be sitting around waiting for no reparation, bro. You's a fool if that's what you're doing, bro. You are totally distracted as a man if that's what you're sitting around here doing, bro.
Fight over every doggone thing. Now y'all mad because,
bro. Let me play that back. Reparations.
Believe it or not, we're gonna need some white people, and a lot of them, in fact, to get on board so that we can get what's due us, and that's reparations. But sometimes I just shake my head like we fight over every doggone thing. Now y'all mad because black people are excited that a white man is breaking it down, and if you ask me, he did a pretty good job, because there's a lot of black people that cannot break it down like that and do not know all there is to know in regards to what he said. So I don't have a problem with that, and I don't think anybody should have a problem with it. I mean, was he lying? Because it'd be different if he was lying, right? If he was lying, then I'm gonna have an issue with it. Like, why are y'all, big up in this white man and he lying? But he wasn't lying. Y'all point out something that he lied about. So we as black people, we need to get out of the silliness, and we need to get aligned with the truth. If what that man was saying is true, who cares if he was white? You know what I'm saying? Let's get this truth. Let's do something about it. And let's say, hey, you know what? Good. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for putting that out there. Keep up the good work, because the more of your people that you reach with the truth, then that's better off for us. So y'all tell me what
I'm with that. We all about the truth over here. This the righteous fear, and we need more of that. We need more of that. Let's see let's see what our sisters feel, our pro-black sisters feel about the truth. Because, the truth is love now. The truth is love. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't gone over some comments with our sisters, you know what I mean? I haven't gone over the comments in a while, so let's see how our sisters is feeling out here. So we got at Rose Goddess. I told y'all about Riz Goddess. At Riz Goddess 304. I told you about these goddesses with a goddess in their name. Those are the really, really fairy tale. They real fairy tale. Those are the very fairy tale women. They real delusional. You know what I mean? But in any event, she goes, black men are the only race who want their woman to go 50-50. Other race understand you have to pay the cost to be the boss. Victim mentality and blaming women. You see what I mean, guys? They not for us, bro. They don't understand what's going on here, bro. They playing the victim and then got the nerve to say men have a victim mentality when they are the victim. But in the event, I wrote it back. I said, which men are blaming women? Because there are particular men. She's not lying, guys. We know that this gender war right now is between these women right here. She's one of them, and she sound like she's one of the yellow section. She sound like she one of the yellow section. Remember, these women think they slick because they think just because they in the yellow or the blue section or the red section, they think they not the problem. So they'll try to blame everything on the purple section because the purple section make it obvious. The purple section, the truthfulest section though. Remember the purple section, you run down and ask them a couple questions, they finna tell you the whole truth. But hey, all the other women, all the other modern women, Liliths, with the Lilith mindsets, would sit there and try to, but yeah, we know it's a few. We know it's a few. No. All y'all make up the majority. So, you know what I mean? Mind y'all, guys, this is our modern woman chart. For those of y'all that's new to my channel, this is our modern woman chart because it's not all. It's definitely not some because the sum is not on this chart. The sum is nowhere near on this chart. It's the majority of this chart. And see, this is not one size shoe fit all women. We know that. But all women run around here nowadays with this modern woman mindset. And they refuse to intake any new information which will lead them to the truth. They don't want none of the truth. They want the feel good. It got to feel good. So this is how we separate so that we stay aware of what's going on out there. Because you'll stumble over one of these women and they'll tell you they're this way and show you that there's something else. So it's always good to prepare and know what you're dealing with. You end up learning. Make sure you screenshot the chart, bro. You'll start running into these spirits and you'll know them before all they gotta do is open their mouth. You be like, oh shit, that's a red bitch. That you gonna say it just like that. Oh shit, that's a red bitch from Mr. Goodbread chart. You know, oh shit, we know Big Brenda. You can't miss a Big Brenda. You know what I mean? But you start relating right to the chart. And we'll go over it in the future, guys. We'll definitely go over it exactly because they each got different little traits. You gotta look at it like they little video game characters. They all got their own little moves. They got special moves and shit, slick little moves and shit. You know what I mean? And I go over all of them because they all don't do the same thing. That's why they think they different, but they really not different, bro. Female nature is the same, bro. But they think they different, but they really not different. They just got slicker moves. Some are slicker than the others. But you watch that yellow section. That yellow section dangerous. That yellow section dangerous, boy. All right, y'all, let's get back to the program. Oh, yeah, keep in mind, you niggas ain't safe. But back to what I was saying. These are the weak dudes that she was talking about. These dudes have mothers. You know what I mean? These dudes have mothers. You know what I mean? These dudes were touched by a mother. You know what I mean? Regardless if the father is not there in the picture or not, these dudes have mothers. And we all know that this stands true. I have yet to hear a female. I dropped the link. It's about that time where I'll drop the link to the beginning. Any female that want to respectfully, ladies, it's Sunday, ladies. We ain't got to argue, fuss, and fight. You know what I mean? Don't curse and don't start talking about my teeth. My teeth ain't got a goddamn thing to do with your emotional intelligence. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Anybody wanna rebuttal this? Because I told y'all before, if the mother take in any of this feminism poison, any of this feminist rat poison, and she taking it, and once she come back to the hub, bro, everything she touch is poison. You know what I mean? Everything. So Don't matter if the father was gone or not. You get what I'm saying? If the father was there, he would have been what? Poisoned. So it doesn't matter when you break it down to get to the solution. Because in order to get to the solution, you got to peel back the layers and accept the truth of it all. You know what I mean? And then you get into you picked this dude, and he was exactly the way he was when you picked him. You'd be surprised how many women how many relationships go on and get pregnant, and they had all types of trauma shit that was going on before the fucking baby was even brought up in the picture. And then they expect to have the baby and then expect shit to change. Like, that's dumb. That's poor decision making and poor choices. That's not white supremacy right there. We love to blame everything on white supremacy, right? And then you have the sisters that talk about white supremacy. Hold on, let me see where we at. There's a difference between feelings and emotions. I would define emotions as mixed with logical. Feelings are just selfish self-depictions. I like to make a clear separation. That's true. We broke down white supremacy. The white man took notes and is reiterating the research of our master's teachers. He should give credit to the black teachers he took notes from. He didn't. He just regurgitated the notes and put it down. I don't even know who his teachers is. Like, I wouldn't even knew that they was doing that if I didn't see him. So, you know what I mean? We could talk about who he should give credit to, but he did it. You know what I mean? The black nigga that he should give credit to ain't do it. I didn't hear him. You know what I mean? I ain't saying he ain't do it, but I ain't hear him. So we got to start giving credit to these people that's with it. You know what I mean? I know it sucks. It sucks. You know what I mean? All white people don't hate us, bro. Make yourself worthy and stop all this dumb shit. Stop blocking the truth. You'll see. You know what I mean? You'll see. Sup, King Griddle? My God, what's going on, man? How you feeling? How you feel? How you feel?
Hey, man, just, I don't know, man. Enjoying the content is all I can say, my brother. Just here for the show.
Yo, now you, my brother, have white supremacy ever put you on child support or put you in a bad predicament?
Let me think. Hell to the no.
It's yo, honestly, King Grove, true story. Like, think back. I need everybody to think back. Who was the first person that put you in a compromising position?
My grandma, she was ghetto as hell. And, yeah, I mean, Granny was a damn fool. That's all I'm going to say. Granny was a damn fool. She taught me my first curse word. It wasn't the big homies in the hood that I heard nastiness from. I heard her. You know what I mean? Her and her partners talking a bunch of nasty shit, cussing like a motherfucker. And to this day, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit on the positive. There's some street shit that Granny taught me before I was like even 4 years old that helped me survive out in these streets before the big homies was even teaching me these lessons. So it's like, let me tell you something, bro. A lot of these modern American black women are just too damn hard. They so gangster. They manly. They cuss like sailors. It is what it is, man. And I remember she was messing with this married man.
So that's the, you know what I mean? That's the, but why you think it's so hard, King Grove, for 80% for the dudes on this chart, to come to grips with that, and be able to admit that so that they could go on and be able to really lead the women. Because the women, as you can see, King Grove, the women are talking about the men on that chart. I let her know that too. I explained to her that the men on that chart are raised by the women on this chart. All those men on this chart that she talk about, the weak men are raised by women on this chart. You see how that, you know what I mean? 1 + 1 = 2 over here. We're not even going to play games with them.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. You know, I'm going to be honest. There's a scripture in the Bible that says God looks down from heaven to see if anybody is just, and it says not one of them does right. Now, that scripture used to always bother me. But when I look around at a lot of these Negroes, you know what I mean, these simps and these bitches out here, you know what I mean, running around just doing silly shit just for no damn reason. And then they proud of it. They glorify being nasty. I mean, the fact that black folk had to really tuck their tail and be careful 60, 70 years ago walking around London, England. Now we can walk around like equal citizens from a whole nother country, and you got bitches talking about they eating niggas' ass. They ain't calling you nigga, bitch. You calling you and the rest of us niggas. And I'm going to say something else, too. We want to talk about the damn diseases, but we know where they come from. Because the bacteria and all that nastiness that come from a behind a rectum, that's supposed to be for the toilet only, man. I mean, I know like women from other countries, when they even go to the bathroom, they have to take a shower. Because that's disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the same time, what type of nigga would sit up and want bras to be putting their mouth all in his behind? A nigga who likes to play with the behind. You feel me? A down low, sweet boy punk. So you letting these predators around you and your kids and your family, and you wonder why y'all coming up with syphilis, gonorrhea, and whatever else, and just further degeneracy and ignorance in this so-called black community. So I'm only for the good bitches who are decent, who are trying to, you know, better themselves and who care about, you know, people, and who ain't on this fuck shit. Because if it's all about me, and that's all you care about, then, you know what I mean? You probably ain't shit. Your mommy probably wasn't shit. Your kids probably ain't gonna be shit. The niggas you date probably ain't shit. Your dogs probably ain't even, your cats and shit probably ain't even shit. Church.
No doubt, yo. So, like I was saying, guys, we got to unite, bro. We got to unite with all men, bro. We have to unite. All brothers have to unite, bro. And when I say brothers, I'm not just talking about my skin color, too. I'm talking about all brothers. This is an all brother issue. Y'all got to at some point get tired of them screaming, look over there, and then doing you how they do you, guys. Y'all don't see the setup? Y'all don't see this being the same Black Lives Matter template where our females, our women, our sisters, our queens are sitting here talking about, no, white man, no. They get us to bicker and argue and distract us with the white man and the white woman, only so they can have us to themselves and do us how they gonna do us. All while teaming up with the white man and the white woman. Y'all don't see that, son? Y'all haven't seen the template? The cat is out the bag now, guys. You got to wake up. You got to wake up and smell the coffee. How they say, bro? You know what I mean? For years, bro, they've been holding us down. They've been holding us back. If she not, my guy Anthony Space said one of the realest, he got one of the realest slogans I ever heard. If she ain't holding you down, she's slowing you down. And a lot of y'all niggas is sleeping with the right hands to white supremacy. A lot of y'all fuel it. And y'all fund it. Y'all fund it. And y'all know it. This is why y'all walk on eggshells, because she dangled them over your head. The minute you was to get free and want to be you and do what you want to do, shit, what's she gonna do? Remember, we sat here and watched all these videos every day of how the women think calling police is something. These women, if they could have their way, right? Because one of the signs, and we're going to get to that in the next stream over on the Mr. Goodbread show, one of the signs of a weak female is when they hear some truth, right? They want to delete you. They want to get rid of you. They want to silence you. That's a very weak female. And this is what our sisters have been doing, bro. And the cat is out the bag, bro. They in my comment section screaming, chill, bother somebody else. Where's that? You here go. Look at to Miss Tamika Williams 304. You know what I mean? You need to choose other motherfuckers to pick on, not just black women. Why, sis? You my sister. You don't want to be better? I want to make you stronger. What I care about somebody else for? Me picking on somebody else would mean that I care more about them than you. And I care about you more than anything else. You my sister. But you see how the pressure and the heat is on them now. The heat is on them, and they not used to the heat being on them without them able to cancel them, without them able to paint a nigga out to be some craziness, because I got every single thing God said you need to have. And I got wit too. I got wit, attitude, swagger, charisma, a chick, a chick, a family. What happened? What's going on, y'all? But yeah, since you don't want some work, why are you running from this work? But here she goes. She said, you need to choose other mother effers. Look how masculine they talk. You was just talking about this, King Rose. They just talk so non-female-ish, like if that's cute. We are not the same, man. We are not the same. You're not the same as a man. Just because a man can talk and I get on here and I curse, and you're not me, and I'm not you.
You know, it's really sad.
Yeah, King Rose.
No, I'm just saying it's really sad that her initials T Dub. Shout out to the real T Dub sister Tamika Washington, because she a real one. You feel me?
Yeah, so I hit her with the Jesus love you. You know what I mean? I hit her with the Jesus love you. I know how to get you, because it's nothing personal ever to me. They get on here and attack me personally, but the truth is real. And it's sad because if you wasn't hiding the secrets that I'm telling you, that I'm challenging you to heal from, that's all I'm doing. I'm giving you the information and challenging you to heal. Challenging you to heal from that. But you don't want to heal. You want to continue to hide this bullshit. And then want me to accept it and to shut up. I don't got to shut up. This is a free country. You know what I mean? Oh, slick, sneaky bitches. And then I got my own style with it. So I'm not Tommy Sotomayor. I'm not going to get up here and be all in my emotions. No stab this Tommy, because Tommy good at what he do. He the pioneer. He one of the true godfathers. But I got a little different style. I'm not him. You know what I mean? I run my joint regular. You know what I mean? This is a comedy show. This is comedy show right here with the truth. So you can't get me, sis, on no hate speech. You can't.
I can vouch. I mean, I can vouch for the fact that you do this shit out of love. You got black daughters. You got a black wife. You know what I mean? You want to see black women doing better as a whole. That's why you doing it. Basically, you like Goodbread, the fucking drill sergeant. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, yo. But they be like, it's too hard. He too tough. He too tough. Where is that? What's another comment? Oh, this is a troll right here. I'm not sure if this is a dude or a female, but this is League Trash 304. He said, I think it's an inherently bad thing to boil an entire demographic down to one example. Oh, so you down with OPP. Say it one time, guys. Hashtag, he down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. He down with OPP. Other people perspectives. I see what you doing here, brother. All right. Although there is some validity, that's validity is diluted by the poor attitude used to convey the message. See, this one of them niggas that use big words, and it's this that keep him, if it's a guy, it keep him away from girls. Girls don't like that. And if it's a girl, this is what they use to try to replace common sense. They try to get big wordy with you because they lack the regular, simple common sense. So you know what I told them, right? Y'all know what I told her, right? We at the Righteous Fair don't give a fuck what you think inherently or exherently, okay? And I know exherently is not a word because my spell check popped up and I left it. So you don't got to remind me. My spell check popped up telling me it's not a word, but I left it, all right? Because that's how we at the Righteous Fair get down, all right? So you, Ms. Lay Trash 304, you just laughed. You see? And we laugh too much here for it to be a hate speech. They see all them laughing emojis and them chats. They see all this laughter and they can hear it in my voice. I don't hate y'all at all. You know what I mean? You just gonna get this work non-stop and consistent. Y'all not used to the consistency. You're like, damn, this boy don't never go to sleep. He don't never give a break. All right, but I didn't get back to it. Let me get back to her. Let me finish her off. Black men are the only race who want their women to go 50-50. Other races understand You have to pay the cost to be the boss. Victim mentality and blaming women. So I told Miss Rise Goddess 304, I told her, which men are blaming women? Why y'all never call out the sons y'all raised by yourself? The whole world sees the stats, yet y'all click up and talk as if mothers are not running the community. Men can only lead what wants to be led. Let's stop all the stupid shit, this back and forth shit that y'all play with the weak men that y'all analyze throughout your life. I'm not one of them. So when you're trying to fill me out and throw these little signals and trying to analyze me, don't be relating me to the analyzation that you took on the rest of these dudes, because I'm not them, sis. I am totally not them. You know what I mean? But in any event, men can only lead what want to be led. Let's stop all the stupid shit. Mothers touch every single human first. So if society is in a mess, who took in the rat poison? Exactly. The mothers took in the rat poison. But again, nobody likes to admit the truth. Everybody likes to stay in this la la land. Jillian notice 304. Jillian, I'm gonna need you, if you watching, Jill, I'm gonna need you to book a session. Jill, I'm gonna need you to book a private session, because Jill, you be going off the rails in my comment section, Jill. I ain't even gonna hold you, Jill. You be going all off. So anybody, Goodbread, when you get a chance, if you got time and if you patient, because I ain't got the patience like that. Somebody, Posh, Bella B, Zone, somebody get there, get to the community tab ASAP and just look her up, bro. Help her, bro. She's been done wrong. Men do not provide for assets. They want to use assets and do nothing for the assets. In the past, I played the role of a wife, but never got married. You played the role of a wife, but never got married. So you mean you gave him the milk for free? You gave him the milk, so he didn't buy the cow. Who taught you how to be a dummy, Jillian? Who the hell taught you how to be an idiot? See, this is the shit I be talking about, but then you want to focus on the man and not the lack of information you was given. You know what I mean? So instead of you going to get this information, you know what I mean? You want to focus on the man. So you got to do some things with yourself, sis.
How much are they paying you to be stupid? You mean you're doing this shit for free?
And I'm sorry to hear that, yo. But yes, there's a lot of weak men who were raised by hell of a mothers, right? Who did everything for them. Swooped in. So now they out there on a prey. They looking for women like you. They looking for women like you so that you can take the place of their mama. And they ain't got to do nothing. They can have you do everything. See, you know who did that? The mother. But y'all don't like calling those women out. Y'all like to focusing on the men. And instead of calling the women out, y'all don't even focusing on yourself. Y'all's funny, man. But we not gonna play no games with y'all.
Nah, but bro, I gotta
what up,
add.
BT? We got BT on in the motherfucker.
Yo.
What's going on, y'all?
What up, BT? Yeah, I gotta add something just about this. I mean, yo, you was very eloquent and polite with your shit, but I'm gonna have to say on my end, fuck that. That bitch is choosing these roguish ass, raggedy ass niggas. Shout out to BT, XL Pro, Celio Myers, the homie Zone. You know what I'm talking about? Cause say, man, Goodbread, you already know there's a lot of good brothers with good jobs. You got supervisors, you know, at the warehouse, supervisors, dudes who drive the garbage truck, FedEx guys, Amazon dudes, whatever, with a good job, whatever. They believe in God. They'll pay some bills. They'll even play stepdaddy to some of these little baby's kids, whatever. You feel me? But they don't want that. They want the ninja with his pants hanging down, boogers hanging out his nose, with the remedial education. You know what I mean? 35 years old, still moving dime rocks and shit. Yeah, the nigga ain't elevated. Nigga, you ain't even moving zone. You ain't even moving ounces, nigga. Nigga, you still motherfucking moving dime rocks and shit. Nigga, you still You know what I'm talking about? Accepting stolen VCRs and shit from dope fiends. Nigga, the pawn shop don't even take VCRs no more, nigga. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. To that one in particular, cause she sounded a little bit delusional. I ain't got but one thing to say to her ratchet ass.
He made me do it. Bitch, are you for real?
You know what I'm saying?
BT, talk to me, bro. What's going on, man?
Oh, now I am. What's up?
What's up, BT?
Yeah, I got a little come to Jesus moment for the chick talking about 50-50 is a bad thing. People who talk like that only come from two places. If you came from a broken household, you don't know the first thing about an actual marriage. If you come from a 2-parent household, your daddy raised you wrong. Respectfully, first off, I'm sorry that whatever you went through to cause you to feel this way. I'm sorry that you went through it, but I'm here to tell you the actual reality. As far as outside of this raggedy ass community, we didn't propagated throughout the black community. First and foremost, it doesn't matter who makes more money. Well, 80 to 90% of the time, the man will make more money. But here's the fact of the matter: a healthy relationship, no matter what, is always going to be 50-50. Want to know why? When one person is tugging the entire relationship, that's not a relationship. That's tricking. When one person is tugging all the weight, when one person's putting in the most energy, not only financially, but when one person's doing everything, that's not a relationship. That's tricking. Now, I know you got a lot of little chicks out here who, especially in that educated class, and because I'm educated, I know who y'all are. It's all good. This is y'all can be honest with me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all today. That educated class of women, what goes on is they make it hard for them to be able to date dudes on their level because their mentality isn't the best. And what goes on is they have to date down, not because they're not attractive enough for a successful dude. They don't have the attitude that a successful dude will want to date. So they have to date a dude like King Gru was talking about, a dude who's not quote unquote on their level. And they'll be the ones doing 80% of the relationship because they don't have the relationship qualities needed to be in a healthy relationship. And that's what a lot of chicks in our community don't understand. And then on the other side, hey, I'm gonna be real with a lot of these dudes. If you're in a relationship and you're tugging 80% of the entire relationship, I'm sorry to tell you, you're really just a placeholder.
Facts. Church. That's a preach right there. Man, she said, and currently the biggest problem I have is the fact that they want to use me to play the role of a wife without the title or benefits. No means no.
You
No
could tell a
means
big
no.
bitch type this.
Yeah, and
You could
then
tell a big bitch type
again,
this.
then she came through again like 13 hours ago. I put in so much effort and hard work for nothing. I literally got nothing back out of life. I raised 2 kids alone with nothing. Never ever got pleasure. Nothing. Oh, I thought she was gonna say nothing. Like, you paint yourself out. Jillian Notice 304. You paint yourself out to be the biggest victim, and you gotta stop that. That's traits of a weak woman, yo. Julian Notice, man, you got to come on over, man. You got to come on over. I have 2 whole kids and didn't have an orgasm. See, that's the problem. You need stop busting it open. Stop busting it open, all right? Because you have all this hate for a man. You should be at 1 kid, man. Come on, man. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, man.
These the type of chicks don't even like their kids. Their kids only had to keep that nigga around, and when it don't work, she mad. So they need to be careful with a chick like this because she gonna hurt them damn kids.
Facts. We got the lovely Bella B. What's going on, Bella B? Salute and welcome to class.
Grand Rising, guys. I just wanted to say something to Jillian and else. Like, I'm gonna defend my females for a little bit, just for a second, because at the same time, yes, they are broken, and the research hasn't been done on themselves in order to elevate to get whatever kind of man that they are looking for. So they may have some insecurities of their own, and to make it even worse, they have children. So when you have children, females has a tendency to put the energy into the children. And then, yeah, they go to the white man for resources and so forth, but they never been taught. And I agree with you too. They have not seen how they never seen their parents loving on each other in order for them to reciprocate that back.
So like, my thing is like, how do we get like, how do the women get to some help? Shit, how do they get some help? Like, because I think their biggest problem is just addressing the fact that they have some issues. Honestly, like, nobody's perfect. We all know nobody's perfect, but we just can't just scream that shit and do nothing about trying to get help for ourselves.
I know. And then I say that too. Like what came to me was like the man in the mirror. Like Michael Jackson said it. You have to look, and it goes for everyone. Look at yourself. Look within yourself, and then find that love within yourself. So sometimes females have the tendency of whole hopping, and they they fall into this whole idea of getting into another relationship so quickly that they realize that they probably don't even realize that they found the same man that they just left.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. And then as a female, it's like, damn, do you really, I'm gonna put myself in these shoes for a second. Like, when do they realize, like, damn, like, I just left this nigga and this nigga act just like this nigga? So it's like, when do females come to realize, like, okay, is there something about me that needs to change?
And that's what we talk about over here, because I teach the guys that all of the time. Like, bro, ain't no way in the hell you bag 2 thought hoes that like sucking other niggas' dick. There's something wrong in you now. Why do you like these hoes? Why you like Instagram models? And dudes got to do some soul searching to find out why they like these hoes.
And it's extreme. We know it streams down from, the roots. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I don't know, but I think men just have it the hardest, because we are the backbone. I mean, whatever. We are the backbones officially, but at the same time, like, what will they realize? Like, sometimes, the relationships they get into, whether it's be baby mamas, like, the baby mamas be downplaying the situations and stuff like that, and keeping them in that weak area because they have that leverage. You know what I'm saying? And not even realizing how low vibrational they are. So they bring the men down. And I apologize on the behalf of a lot of women that do that shit. That shit is weak.
Yo, that's real. That's really you, bro. You don't really get that often. Chicks say, I apologize. Or the sheesh. Bella, you will get my respect.
you feel me? Like, your mom's not even going to do no shit like that.
Where you from, love?
I'm from the city of dreams, baby.
I could tell. Yeah, you know Bread outside of this little channel. Y'all familiar with each other like that?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. And I'll be the first person to tell you, I'm all about accountability, whether it's a man or a woman, And like I said before, I'm not gonna just dump the blame on one particular group or one particular side. But what I will say is this: it's been proven that a lot of the stereotypes associated with black men, you got way too many women in our community that pretty much view black men through the eyes of a white supremacist. And, it's like, be damned if you do, be damned if you don't. You feel me?
Right. But where they get it from? You know what I'm saying? They get
mama.
They get it from their mama. They get it from the gatekeepers that keep telling them, because they in the lower place. So why not keep, the rest, everybody else there?
Yeah.
I get it from their mama too, but I get something else though. You feel me?
That part.
Straight up. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm guilty of hanging around a few cute older bitches on about February when them $8,000 checks start rolling in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, something
yeah, see, you being honest.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm seeing, these little niggas, they got a couple Urkels, they got a few little fake thug lives that they get their money from. I come in smoother than apple butter, nigga. I don't stutter. I'm trying to get that check.
Hello. But
Yeah.
but wait, speaking on that too, like it's not what you do, but how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying in the sense that you can get the check or whatever, flip it, whatever. Like, I mean, I know you're probably giving it back to the community in some ways or another, but it still gotta go
Shit.
out though.
BT, don't start, nigga. Don't start.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you. Yo,
poppin'.
we gonna get on. I'm about to go. We
I'm the
gonna get
single
on and
mother
wrap this.
slayer, nigga.
We gonna. I just want to. I'm gonna get y'all last take. I'm gonna get y'all last take on how y'all feel about the majority of our sisters being the right hands to white supremacy, and if you see some things that they could do for the good woman, the real woman can do to identify themselves, so that we know that they not one of them, because it's up for them mofos. Them mofos can't sleep, but we don't want to take aim at all and hit one of our good sisters, our real sisters. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start with you, Bella B, and then we're gonna go all the way up, and we'll end it with you, King Grove.
All I can say is, man, it's been a good show. Spoke a lot about, the realness and what's going on and the triggers that really hit us as a female, and also how it just reflects as a man on our spouses and stuff like that, and how it, you know what I'm saying, how we could come together. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate you for really standing up, Vern, for this. This is big though. This is
Nah,
big.
no doubt. I appreciate you for showing up. You know what I mean? It's always dope when the sister come through and show the world like, yo, bro, we don't bite. We real men. This is our room. This is our space to throw stuff at the wall. We gonna yell. We gonna curse. We gonna say fuck, shit, this, that. Cause you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't throw it at the women, you know what I mean? We gonna make sure we don't hit y'all, you know what I mean? But y'all free to come in and throw some shit too, cause the world is real. The world wants you to be a liar, bro. But we don't lie down here, son. This is the Underground Railroad. We come down here to tell the truth.
Yeah, and I think that the more we start to come together and start hitting those triggers, they'll be able to start seeing that within themselves. I honestly believe that, because it's not just, it's a, we all creatures of habit, and sometimes it's kind of hard to really adapt from that because of what we've been going through so far. But this is a good change, and I appreciate what you do.
No doubt. And I know I got a lot of lurking lady lookers. Don't worry, we in the process. We in the backstage right now. We gonna work on a little show, once a week show with Bella B just to be here. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to hear y'all crying all fucking day. But she'll give y'all a chance to come on and just vent your shit, vent, and just, you know what I mean, speak. But when you leave the righteous fair, sis, and you go up into reality, you don't bring what you just vented with you. That's why you vent. You know what I mean? That's why we vent here. If you think that any one of us Goodbreads go into reality venting like this, you's a fool. We come here, we vent, we rile out in the chat. You know what I mean? We bond with each other, white men and black men. You know what I mean? We all chill together. We relate, or we relate to the evil, and then we go into reality. And you know what I mean? It's back to reality. So thank you, Bella. Thank you, Bella B. And I'll be hitting you, yo.
All right, no doubt.
DT.
Thank you. Just stop being a follower. Stop being a follower. Self-reflection is everything. And I'm not gonna keep beating the dead horse. Stop being a follower.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
catch you on the
big.
next stream.
That's a big message, because
That's
that's what it's about. They follow the drip. They follow the go along, get along gangs. And it's for acceptance, BT. The black men don't really hate the white man as much as they think they do, but they got to pretend they do so that they can get the butt. So they can get the coochie, when shorty, she getting the money from the white man and the D from the black man. And that's how she like it. So
I
you
got
be a
to
fool to let a sister distract you or some look over there while she
right.
fix you, while she stick her whole finger in your butt. Come on, y'all. We
Look,
got to work together. Sisters, y'all
Man,
got to stop doing that.
get that man a bean pie and a bow tie, damn it.
God damn. But I'm gonna leave off with this. For a lot of you little niggas who, pardon my French, I don't mean to call my young brothers niggas, but a lot of you little niggas gotta act like NBA YoungBoy. Well, now 10 years ago it was Lil Wayne, but now it's NBA YoungBoy. So a lot of y'all gotta act like NBA YoungBoy to get girls and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you just like this: if you gotta be somebody else for a chick, then you already done lost. You know what I'm saying? So
No doubt. Yo, King Grove, send us home, bro.
Yes, let the church say amen. Today, we're going to read from the pages of Get Your Mind Right, nigga. You know, and I just really, I appreciate again Goodbread, BT, sister, Bella B, and hey, man, everybody else in the comment section, everybody participate from OKL, Celio Myers, man, Zone TV, XL Pro, DeBell, everybody, man, everybody we fuck with, man, all of y'all, you know what I'm talking about? Because it wouldn't be a show without y'all. Also, man, super stickers and super chats are still available, man. Goodbread put in a lot of work, man. You know what I mean? He doing a lot of work. I don't know nobody else that work for free. This nigga trying to do this to help out the community, man. So show love back, for real. If you can buy a pack of Newports, you know what I mean? If you can go and get you a pack of Optimals or Swisher Sweets, man, you can put $2 in the chat, man. Come on. Show love.
No doubt. Yo, thank you, my G. And you know what I noticed, though? They telling me that my best work is for free because this channel is not monetized for the super chats, but it will be soon. But guys,
yes.
y'all know how I really feel, right? This is a space for us. And a lot of the spaces in this space has been compromised for us. It ain't really for us because the female dollar is more to them than a place being for us. So don't worry about it. If you don't got it, you don't got it. But don't be shy. If you only got $1, $2, man, and you want to support, send that shit. Ain't nobody here to scrutinize you. This is the people's place right here. I ain't expecting no $50, $100 super chats. I mean, that's great. You know what I mean? You want to show off. But y'all know we critical thinkers over here. But King Grove right, man. Take a lot of time, take a lot of energy. Keep in mind, you don't find too many content creators that can still keep a relationship, bro. Shit is real out here, bro. But I'm going to get to my relationship right now. But I see y'all niggas downstairs, yo. I see y'all downstairs in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. All right, guys. Y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life.